So there's that. I didn't stick around to ask any more questions or anything like that because I don't want to know how close I am to the end.
Something so valuable here.
I'd like it to pop up on its own, but if we were to extrapolate, okay, we've been to every single area on this map. There's one area that we haven't been to, and that's the castle over there. And that's it. So, if we were to hazard a guess, the center area probably has some craziness going on because it's all shrouded in fog and stuff like that. There's also, if you look where the castle is in the Cadencia region, which is in the top center, right above that, there's also that same fog that's in the center of the map. So that might be another place to go. But, yeah. There's that. Will I be playing Pokemon Scarlet or Violet? And if so, which copy am I buying first? I haven't looked into anything Pokemon related. I know there was like a direct today, but I haven't given that any thought. Is there a release date for Pokemon right now? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. November 18th.
Gotta keep nice and limber.
The only thing close to November 18th is God of War Ragnarok, and I don't think I'm playing God of War Ragnarok on release day. So also that might be a PS5 only game. I don't have a PS5, so yeah, I don't know. I haven't given it any thought. I really like Pokemon Sword. So if I were to play one of those Pokemon games, I would automatically lean towards Scarlet because red's my favorite color. Scarlet is a really good red. But you know, purple's a good color too. Violet less so. So, never mind. You get it or you don't. Oh. It skipped. Will I be playing Pokemon? Your cousin won't stop talking about it. I don't know. It's not on my list. That much I can say.
Lan, thank you so much for the help.
Do me a favor. Keep your voice down when you call me that.
But like I said, I did enjoy Pokemon Sword. I had fun with it. I thought I hadn't played a Pokemon game in a really long time, so they made a lot of improvements that I have been asking for a Pokemon game and have never seen in a Pokemon game, like HMs going away, TMs being repeatables, you know, stuff like that. All the team members getting experience, you know, just like nice quality of life improvement. So I don't have anything against the Pokemon games. I don't want to make it sound like that's the case. Just not something that I put time into. I thought I'd given you sharp-beaked nuisances to slip. Perhaps you bird brains are a little less bird... Oh. Get this.
Eyes over here! Cheers, you're a gem.
Although Ragnarok is presumably the last installation of the series on PS4. So I could get it on PlayStation 4 if I wanted to. I have the original, well, I have God of War 2018. Bought it for like $10. I thought it would be kind of cool to play that eventually.
That was a close call. I'm so glad
It wasn't close at all. Go to this one farther away.
got
Actually glad you found my channel, which was through Infamous. Infamous has been a really... So there have been some games on my YouTube channel that have gotten a strange amount of attention. And Infamous is one of those games. And I've always thought it was really weird because Infamous came out years ago, and it's not a or let's go with that one. Empower her. Maybe that worked.
I hope we were able to cheer Hildy up.
Don't worry. I know a genuine smile when I see one.
That person knows a genuine smile. So like, yeah, Infamous came out a while ago, and it's not like the original Infamous was like this huge game or something like that, like a game that everybody and their mamas wanted to play or participate in. And it's not like the final product was the greatest game of all time, but for some reason, it's just gotten a lot of attention. And I couldn't tell you why. I have no idea. The same thing occurred.
I'm glad we managed to deliver the pendant.
With Divinity Original Sin 2.
Things you get from friends are always special.
For some reason, that game series gets a lot of attention as well. Usually it's like the first episode or the first couple of episodes, and then it like dies off, and that's just YouTube in general. But it's just, sometimes it's really strange, and I guess interesting to see what games kind of pop off on YouTube, which ones stand out. It's rarely the ones that you would expect. That much I can say for sure.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Oh, we could have just walked back, but... Right here, you should stick around. Well, I don't normally stream at this particular time. So, if this is the time that works best for you, I apologize. Eventually, I'm going to be moving off of this time, because I'd like to get my time back. I normally stream in the early morning.
Oops, they found us. Oh, enemies!
But, well, while I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles, we're going to be here in the morning and in the afternoon. At least until I get sick of playing in the afternoon. So, glad to have everybody stop on by. Infamous was good, but not great. Infamous 2 was great, but not the best Infamous. Second was peak of gameplay, though. I have very similar thoughts to Assassin's Creed. I feel like Assassin's Creed 1 was, it was fine. I enjoyed a lot of aspects to it. There is, you do feel a little bit of that repetitiveness, but for me it wasn't like detrimental to the point where it hurt my enjoyment of the game and whatnot. But Assassin's Creed 2 is like a huge jump in quality. It's a phenomenal improvement over the original Assassin's Creed. I think I already responded to your comment on YouTube, but Rouge Angel was the one that recommended Infamous 1 to me, and he also recommended Infamous 2, so it's definitely a game that's on the list. One day.
Guys, get ready to fight.
We'll get around to that.
Eyes over here. Thanks for the support.
I'm gonna stream this weekend too. At the moment, I do not see anything that would prevent me from streaming this weekend. So that's the long way of saying currently, yes. I plan to probably put another 24 hours into this weekend. But I might do less than that so that I could catch up on my uploads. I've been doing pretty good about the uploads. I have today's morning stream has been uploaded. Oh wait, no. Yesterday's night stream was uploaded. Today's morning stream has been rendered and is ready to be uploaded, so I'll upload that tonight. And that's kind of the cycle that I've been running with. I guess you could technically call me a day behind, but I'm ahead on YouTube releases.
Aw, Tassie's such a sweetie.
Yep, Tussie always brightens up my day. Oh, that smells gorgeous. Shall we eat?
Got your stuff, dog. Gonna save real quick. We're gonna lock in these choices.
Just part of the protocol, innit?
I really wish this colony was more interesting, but it's like a sorority or something like that with young kids doing young kid things. Favorite part of the Infamous series is when Cole becomes a vampire. I can tell you which game that happens in, or you can find out for yourself. Yeah, there's a decent chance that I will go through, at the very least, Infamous 2 within, next however many years. I don't know the likelihood that I'll play Second Son. That just relies on how well I enjoy whatchamacallit.
Would you believe it?
Infamous 2. Man, I really had to think about that. I don't care about any of you people anymore.
Would you believe it?
Who would have thought that Colony Moo would have been the breakers of existence? Granted, I'll still read all the dialogue for all the other colonies, but this one can get the stepping. If you don't finish this weekend, you'll actually die. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that smells gorgeous.
actually turned off. Hallelujah. Alright, hopefully...
That smells gorgeous.
I was going to say, hopefully that made a small dent, but... It seemed like it did a dang thing. Alright, looks like maybe I'm done with this colony. Well, if I'm not done with this colony, I'm done with it now. And also highly recommend Prototype if someone hasn't already recommended that one. Nobody has recommended that one. If I mean, you probably haven't been here for very long, but you probably have been here long enough to accrue, I think, what is it, like 50 channel points? Right below the stream, there's a little Munchlax icon. If you could hit the recommendation one and put Prototype in there, that helps me remember, because sometimes I'll forget, you know, maybe your chat will fall off the screen and whatnot. But it appears on this little queue over here.
So much to see, huh?
Helps me out a ton. If you don't have the channel points, it's all good. You'll get them soon. 66. Are you, no. Find out what this place is all about. Got 120 points.
That sound.
That's a lot of points. Oh! Oh, I don't have the food. Crap. Oh, you're gray. Never mind. Need someone of level.
Come to uni.
I've got a couple of things in the channel point. Thinking of channel point rewards is one of the most difficult things that I've ever had to do, and I don't feel like I have a robust channel point system. I could definitely do better. Oh, it's 500. I should probably reduce that. 500 is a lot.
Uh-oh, the sky's getting a little dark.
Our ocean, the divine force. Can I be concerned? I have played, I think, two Star Ocean games in my lifetime. What the heck is down there? Look like they're gonna let me go up this. Lovely Bibliophile's going crazy now. Tactics Ogre Reborn? I don't think I'll be playing that one. I played Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together already on stream. And Tactics Ogre Reborn, at least what I know of it, looks to just be Let Us Cling Together / the original Tactics Ogre. So I don't think I want to double dip on that one. Guy looks possibly unique. Nope, he's just level 66.
Do exactly as I say. All under control. How could everyone?
Yeah, Lovely Bibliophile is flexing right now.
Whoa, is this really
The
good?
Dealfield Chronicle. I have that one on my Steam wish list. I've been keeping an eye on that one. Not 100% sure if it's an Axelrod game or not, which is why I've been keeping an eye on it. The whole, like, real-time strategy
Yes, here we go.
kind of thing is both intriguing and terrifying at the same time.
Okay, let's get it open.
No problem.
Oh, but yeah, about the Star Ocean thing. I've played so Kylor 11 or Kylor XI. I talked to him about this, and I forget every time. I've played and beat one Star Ocean game
Eyes over
before.
here. Get you,
I don't
Mio.
want to fight you. I care about you. Played and beat one Star Ocean game before, and it was a character with like blonde hair. And I thought it was one of the most unremarkable games I have ever played. I was actually just kind of bothered by how blah it was, which is not necessarily a feeling that I would echo nowadays. But back then, you know, like, I just wasn't feeling good about it. And then, somewhat recently, I tried playing Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness. And that game just employed,
What are you hiding, little guy?
I guess, systems and game mechanics that didn't really jive with me. So I set that game down early. I don't know if I'd ever go back to Integrity and Faithlessness, but I'm not necessarily against giving it another try. I could probably do better. It's just one of those things where if I do play it, it's probably going to be at a time where, like, well, you know,
Not to worry.
my backlog
Stick
is
to the
not
plan.
that crazy or whatever, or there's no games that I'm super excited to play. Let me try this one again. Suikoden 3 is another one that's basically in that same area of, you know, like, gotta give it another shot as I set it down.
Not to worry. Just stick to the plan.
What the heck? My Star Ocean game released was awful. I don't know if they put out one that wasn't or like, I don't know if Integrity and Faithlessness was the most recent one, or if they put out another one, because I know they've done like some remakes or remasters and things like that, but I personally wouldn't call it awful. I just would say that
Whoa. This is really good.
it got on my nerves. Most anticipated upcoming game. I would have to look at my spreadsheet to be certain, but I would probably say Mario plus Rabbids something something. Let me see here. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I think that's probably a game that's kind of right around the corner, quote unquote, that I'm kind of excited to play. Games that don't necessarily have a release date that I would really like to play. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's probably
Some
like
monsters even fight among
the
themselves.
game that I am super hype
Don't
for.
do their pushovers.
Safe Chronicles for me on the job.
Final Fantasy VII Remake was so good. So good. And probably just those two. Marvel Spider-Man 2, actually. Yeah, I forgot about that one. I gotta look at the ones that I put high for a chance of playing them, because those are the ones that I've enjoyed the most. Yeah, I would go with those.
I'm more than strong enough. Punch your life down!
Worst game you've ever played was
I'm the
Star
girl
Ocean.
with the
You'd
gun.
rather play Romancing Saga 2 and 3 than Integrity and Faithlessness. Whoa.
Should be time for dinner soon, right?
Those are some words. You hate that the canon ending in most games is the good ending, which is why you didn't like Second Son's story, since it takes place after Infamous 2. Me personally, like the older I get, the more I actually just dislike games with multiple endings, because I feel like they don't approach them properly. Well, that's kind of a disingenuous way of putting it. They don't approach them in ways that intrigue me or make me want to play the game more or experience the game more. It just feels like they're cutting off content, or they're cutting off what I'm supposed to experience in favor of like replayability and whatnot. And when it comes to replayability, I don't want to have to play a game exactly the same way as I just played it and experience exactly the same story just to get a different 5 to 10 minute ending. That's like the biggest waste of time, in my opinion. So I really try to stay away from that. But usually when I get an ending from a game, you know, whatever I get is whatever I get. I'm
Is that?
not going to go crazy with it. I'm not going to pull a Crayson and play 60 hours in a game and be like, that ending is absolutely atrocious. I'm going to play the game again and get the ending I want. Completely blind, by the way. Grayson's crazy. And while Romancing Saga games are good, they're just not player friendly. I saw Grayson play one of the Saga games. I think it was Romancing Saga. Probably 2, actually. And yeah, I saw those games and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to play a Saga game in my entire life. It's one thing to be like obtuse and not give any information, and it's another thing to kind of treat that as like a core value or something. I feel like the Dark Souls games do this thing too, and I don't really understand how people enjoy this stuff of just being told to, like, okay, go walk around, do stuff, figure it out. And, you know, like, sure, you know, there's definitely a level of hand-holding that is annoying, and nobody wants to experience that, but there's got to be a compromise. If you decide to play Infamous 2, please pick the evil one. Next will be looking hecka fine. Hecka fine. I have... so this is just a regular mob that we're all dying to.
Sorry, but we still need you.
Hecka. I have no idea what I would do.
Lance, did I push you too hard?
Playthrough wise, it's definitely something to think about.
Hold on! I'll be right there!
Controller, please.
Sorry, but we still need you.
Thank you, Kion.
You were just being a jerk. Alright, you know what?
Did I push you too hard?
Eyes over here!
Like this.
Maybe we're doing
You
fine.
told us all to be careful! And now...
Dead.
You'll pay for that! Eyes over here!
Can we get some
Couldn't keep him in
assistance here? You are dead. Resurrect me. Kill all the things.
I won't let it end like
Fiona.
this.
Hey, no.
No! We're supposed to protect you! What with me?
I'll take care of it.
More fireballs.
Near our limit.
Oh, alright.
Ten more. You hurt me.
Just want to run away. I'm dead.
This.
Okay, let's do that again. Can't believe I got that bodied. I don't know what was going on. I would say I usually do the Axelrod route when it comes to like alignments and things like that. And that typically involves, I'll usually be a nice person,
Make use of this.
but if you're a suckerfoo, then I'm gonna be a suckerfoo right back. That's usually how I rock with those types of games. But yeah, we'll see when we get there. You think multiple endings are disrespectful to your time as a woman over 30? I think, well, I don't know how multiple endings can be done in a way that I would like them. that don't involve being able to experience all of them at the end of the game. But that also kind of ruins a lot of games that are built around choice. So it's hard. They're hard to do.
Huh? Is that?
And you know, you just look at the Mass Effect games, you know, like it's so hard to please people with how multiple endings go. It seems like it would be such an easier endeavor to just stick to one canon opening and just make that ending as good as you could possibly make it. And, you know, try to plug up all the holes and make sure that everything is not
Here we
left
go.
out. Plenty of games. Looking at you, games that I'm looking at, where they don't even have multiple endings, but the games are so long and they have so much stuff in them that, you know, they don't answer all the questions. They leave questions. And when you have games that are 100 hours and they have multiple entries in those 100-hour games, it starts getting ridiculous when, you know, you get to the end of that and you're like, hold on a second, you're not going to answer this question?
I don't want to do this, but you're in our way. Energy grenade!
Let's see, Ephemeral Fantasia on the list. Well, Ephemeral Fantasia, see, that game is less on my radar and more like, when do I want to punish myself with this game? You know, I need to play. I feel like I need to play at least 2 games that I like before I say that Ephemeral Fantasia can be on the list. Because that's going to be like a 60-hour game of me not knowing what's going on and testing things out. I might break. I don't want to. I want to play it completely blind so that I can go to Crace and be like, I did it. But I might break and just say, screw this game. I'm going to look everything up. But if Crayson can do it, I can do it. But then again, Crayson is... he has so much more patience and tolerance for this stuff than I do.
Whatever happened to not being careless?
I don't want to do this, but you're in our way.
Eyes over here!
First Light is one of the only Infamous games that has no karma system and no multiple endings. Infamous Festival of Blood also has no karma system and no multiple endings. Can't believe Valkyrie Elysium comes out so soon. I've seen a little bit of that.
That was spectacular.
That game doesn't look interesting to me. It has to do with the art style. It has to do with the gameplay. It just doesn't look like an Axelrod game.
You're in our way.
I'm pretty picky when it comes to my games. I always use Undertale as an example because and Minecraft as well. I would never buy Undertale, and it's because of its art style. Like, I don't want to spend money and play a game that looks like Undertale. You know, It could be one of the greatest games in the world, but it looks ugly. And I felt the same way about Minecraft, but you know, a friend gifted me Undertale, and a friend gifted me Minecraft, so you know I played them, and that's where that ended up. But if a game does not look visually appealing to me, you know, that's the first barrier of entry for me. The game got to look visually appealing. It has to appeal to an art style that I like before I start thinking about other things like gameplay and mechanics and things like that. And it honestly, it doesn't take that much to be like, oh, this game it looks nice or something like that. Trails of Cold Steel is like a PlayStation 1 game that came out on PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 or whatever. Their animations involve turning the character model completely around. You know, like it's very archaic, it's very blocky, and I love that game. The game is great. Sure, there's some other games out there that I could think of not off the top of my head, but you know, like there's definitely games out there where they don't have fantastic art styles, and I'll still play them. Just or buy them to try them out. Just gotta appeal to what I like. If you don't pass that first test, nothing I can do. Beat Romancing Saga 2 and it was far too mentally draining. You gave up on 3. Too much mental juggling. I think Crayson had a really good like approach to those types of games, which essentially involved, you know, like if a game requires a guide to play, then like what kind of game are you actually playing? Because a game should give you all the tools to be successful, but if you have to interpret everything on your own and you have to figure out how everything works, you're bound to make huge mistakes. And in some games, you can actually screw yourself over for the entire game.
I don't think this is the norm.
By just making that incorrect decision. Oh, you are never going to get Mana Dried to tell you how many channel points she has.
On it.
Spending 40 hours doing the same thing for a 5 to 10 minute ending is not for you. I mean, honestly, that shouldn't be for anybody. It's one of the reasons why I didn't continue with Triangle Strategy. I like Triangle Strategy. It was a totally fun game. But in order to see the differences in certain decisions that I made, I have to make the exact same decisions just to get to that point. I have to spend, 30, 40 hours of like blind playthrough time. It'll, probably be less than that to get there. It's crazy to me. I was talking to someone on YouTube as well, a commenter, and they mentioned that New Game Plus for Triangle Strategy was actually a lot harder than just playing the game blind, like starting the game completely over and just making different decisions. And so I thought that was extremely interesting. Like, when is that ever a thing? Apparently triangle strategy.
Right?
Like Patrick's Parabox and Tower Defense game, now this. Already 3 games you liked. Well, refactor. So, but like I have to play them in a row. That's the thing. And if I were to look at my spreadsheet, I don't think I played all those games in a row. Yeah. We were at Glory of Heracles, Mass Effect Andromeda, Terranigma, Valkyria Chronicles, and Unmetal. Unmetal was great. Valkyria Chronicles had its issues.
Let's make the most of
Terranigma,
our break, guys.
okay, I guess. Had its issues. Mass Effect Andromeda had its issues.
I definitely feel stronger.
Glory of Heracles, pretty good. From what I can remember. That's 58 minutes. We currently have plenty. Oh, that's 4 minutes. There's. Probably wouldn't get Valkyrie Elysium. Isn't Undertale free on Switch? I have no idea.
I couldn't eat another bite.
Also, Undertale fans seem unhinged. Absolutely. Holy cow. Holy cow. That's honestly one of the reasons why
It's good to keep a record.
like another reason I was staying away from Undertale is
Clean your body, clean your mind, I guess.
the fans are crazy. Same thing with Nier Automata or
Time
Automata.
to head out.
Fans for that are crazy too. Thankfully nobody on my YouTube has watched my Nier Automata playthrough and been like, this guy is the worst gamer in the world. How could he not get this? How could he not understand this? How could he not do this? Because that's the kind of stuff that I want to avoid. And it's one of the reasons why I didn't want to play that game. Who's this? Hey, no need for violence, all right? We aren't your enemies. Temtem is expert in Path of Warrior, can easily fend off attackers with martial ways. Sure you can, but we're here to help Shilsho make some register thing. Oh, Temtem C. Friends were close to feeling power of secret death move of Tamtam, but have stone. Tamtam see 100 weak points in your defense, like Mimo, so be careful. Thanks for the advice, mate.
Good to add more names.
Themed friends have become subject of much fervent gossip among caravans. Hearsay tell of incredible exploits like smashing of colony flame clock and making work old broke Faranis. His big lesson for Tamtam, namely, not to judge book by cover. He's selling. The prototype actually came out around the same time that Infamous did and has very similar stories. Done down the story of Prototype a lot, but basically Infamous, but better with more intriguing story but worse sales. I'm aware of Prototype. That was another game, or that was a game where like I had a decent amount of interest in it. Ooh, this would be really good for a tank. But I don't think I had a PlayStation at the time when it came out. I'm gonna buy one of those. Damage dealt by 50% per enemy. Accuracy by 4% time an enemy evades an attack. That seems okay, but not worth using. You couldn't make it through all the endings of Triangle Strategy? Yeah, I still need to ask myself if I'm going to watch somebody go through the endings or watch some other playthroughs. I watched Mr. JRPG play through some of it. I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if you can actually go down one of these. Looks like you can. Look what I found, a unique. It's probably time to mark soon, so let's just mark now.